Thailand is going to make headlines in the next coming weeks. And the headlines are to do with a minister, some sort of government official.
He seized power in a coup and later led the government. But Thailand's prime minister is under growing pressure to step down. What if he doesn't? Could that lead to further unrest? This is Inside Story. Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Mohammed Jamjoom. Thailand has seen political instability since its army chief took power in a coup 8 years ago. He eventually became prime minister, but has faced resistance from many Thais who've been demanding change. Protesters are now calling on Prayut Chan-o-cha to resign. Students at a university in northern Bangkok held protests on Wednesday. They called for reforms to the monarchy and the government's resignation. Authorities have cracked down on opponents, imposing a nationwide ban on protests in 2014. But many have defied that ban in the years since, leading to hundreds of arrests.
I think the government don't really care about the people. It's like we don't exist. It feels like we're being abandoned and left behind. That's why we have come out, to voice our concerns and hopefully push for a new government that truly cares about its people.
The night of the 23rd August of this year.
Sunai, does the effort to remove the prime minister from office have a lot of public support at this point? And if he is not removed, what happens then? What happens next?
Transition of Thailand back to democracy, undoing the legacy of military junta, undoing the current constitutional framework, undoing all those institutions that have protected Prayut from accountability. So this seems to be the game plan of pro-democracy movements in Thailand at the moment.
Titinan, Jade just mentioned that there were some protests that happened in the past few days. And, you know, there have been many youth-led protests against the prime minister. Do you think that we're going to see more going forward?
There's nothing to lose anymore. Jade and Titinan talk about these youngsters seeing that it is a fight for their better future, to reclaim their rights to determine their own future. This is why they risk being put behind bar, they risk being beaten up by police, being shot at by police, or face charges that can keep them behind bar for decades. This is the risk that these youngsters are taking. And they see that if now they are pinning their hope that Prayut will be forced out of